Hey everybody, Ross here, and this is Bible Study Silver Star. If this is your first time on this channel, click the first link down in the description to go back to the intro. Or if you'd like to see just what's been going on recently, click the second link down in the description to go back to Numbers 17. Now, without further ado, I'm just going to jump right on in to Numbers 18, verse 1. Then the Lord said to Aaron, "You and your sons and your father's house with you shall bear the iniquity related to the sanctuary, and you and your sons with you shall bear the iniquity associated with your priesthood. Also bring with you your brethren of the tribe of Levi, the tribe of your father, that they may be joined with you and serve you while you and your sons are with you before the tabernacle of witness. They shall attend to your needs and all the needs of the tabernacle, but they shall not come near the articles of the sanctuary and the altar, lest they die, they and you also. They shall be joined with you and attend to the needs of the tabernacle of meeting for all the work of the tabernacle. But an outsider shall not come near you, and you shall attend to the duties of the sanctuary and the duties of the altar, that there may be no more wrath on the children of Israel. Behold, I myself have taken your brethren the Levites from among the children of Israel. They are a gift to you, given by the Lord, to do the work of the tabernacle of meeting. Therefore, you and your sons with you shall attend to your priesthood for everything at the altar and behind the veil, and you shall serve. I give your priesthood to you as a gift for service, but the outsider who comes near shall be put to death." And the Lord spoke to Aaron, "Here, I myself have also given you charge of my heave offerings, and all the holy gifts of the children of Israel. I have given them as a portion to you and your sons, as an ordinance forever. This shall be yours of the most holy things, reserved from the fire. Every offering of theirs, every grain offering, and every sin offering, and every trespass offering, which they render to me, shall be most holy for you and your sons. In a most holy place you shall eat it. Every male shall eat it. It shall be holy to you. This also is yours, the heave offering of their gift, with all the wave offerings of the children of Israel. I have given them to you, and your sons and daughters with you, as an ordinance forever. Everyone who is clean in your house may eat it. All the beasts, all the best of the oil, all the best of the new wine and the grain, their first fruits, which they offer to the Lord, I have given them to you. Whatever first ripe fruit is in their land, which they bring to the Lord, shall be yours. So everyone who is clean in your house may eat it. Every devoted thing in Israel shall be yours. Everything that first opens the womb of all flesh, which they bring to the Lord, whether man or beast, shall be yours. Nevertheless, the firstborn of man you shall surely redeem, and the firstborn of unclean animals you shall redeem. And those redeemed of the devoted things you shall redeem with when 1 month old, according to your valuation, for 5 shekels of silver, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, which is 20 gerahs. But the firstborn of a cow, the firstborn of a sheep, the firstborn of a goat, you shall not redeem. They are holy. You shall sprinkle their blood on the altar, and burn their fat as an offering made by fire for a sweet aroma to the Lord. And their flesh shall be yours, just as the wave breast and the right thigh are yours. And the heave offering of the holy things which the children of Israel offer to the Lord, I have given to you and your sons and daughters with you as an ordinance forever. It is a covenant of salt forever before the Lord, with you and your descendants with you." And then the Lord said to Aaron, "You shall have no inheritance in their land, nor shall you have any portion among them. I am your portion and your inheritance among the children of Israel. Behold, I have given the children of Levi all the tithes in Israel as an inheritance in return for the work which they perform, the work of the tabernacle of meeting. Hereafter the children of Israel shall not come near the tabernacle of meeting, lest they bear their sin and die. But the Levites shall perform the work of the tabernacle of meeting, and they shall bear their iniquity. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations, that among the children of Israel they shall have no inheritance. For the tithes of the children of Israel, which they offer up as a heave offering to the Lord, I have given to the Levites as an inheritance. Therefore I have said to them, among the children of Israel they shall have no inheritance. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak thus to the Levites, and say to them, When you take from the children of Israel the tithes which I have given you from them as your inheritance, then you shall offer up a heave offering of it to the Lord, 1/10 of the tithe. And your heave offering shall be reckoned to you as though it were the grain of the threshing floor, and as the fullness of the winepress. And thus you shall also offer a heave offering to the Lord from all your tithes which you receive from the children of Israel, and you shall give the Lord's heave offering from it to Aaron the priest. Of all your gifts you shall offer up every heave offering due to the Lord, from all the best of them, the consecrated part of them. Therefore you shall say to them, When you have lifted up the best of it, then the rest shall be accounted to the Levites as the produce of the threshing floor, and as the produce of the winepress. You may eat it in any place, you and your households, for it is your reward for your work in the tabernacle of meeting. And you shall bear no sin because of it, when you have lifted up the best of it. But you shall not profane the holy gifts of the children of Israel, lest you die. Alright, God is using this chapter to make it perfectly clear what the priests' duties were, what the Levites' duties were, and what things the other tribes were not to encroach upon under the penalty of death. Considering the whole Korah fiasco back in chapter 16, it becomes rather obvious why God is reiterating these very clear-cut boundaries. To start, the priests were the only ones allowed to perform the priestly duties. It's pretty ridiculously obvious to us, but with everything that had been happening, it actually needed to be said. The Levites, instead of trying to infringe upon the priest's office, like recently, were to assist the priests in their duties by ensuring that their needs were met. In addition, they were the keepers of the tabernacle and everything in it. Finally, they were to care for the people as necessary. If anyone else attempted to do any of these duties, they were to be put to death. Verse 7 describes the priesthood as a gift of service. At first glance, that seems like a pretty odd thing to say, doesn't it? I mean, why would it be a gift to serve? You're just giving and not receiving, right? To most people, that sounds like work, not a gift. Those people would be absolutely wrong. Just off the top of my head, here's a few reasons why the priesthood would be a gift. 1. Aaron got to draw closer to God much more intimately and much more regularly. Think about it. Aaron's primary job in Israeli society was to come before God and to minister to him on behalf of the people. Being before God that much allowed Aaron to seek him fully and without distraction at almost all times. The rest of the people did not have this luxury because they needed to concern themselves with matters of daily living. As we all well know, such things severely limit the amount of time we have to put our complete and total focus on seeking God. And 2, Aaron was blessed in his service to others. This is just a practical fact. We all know that it's better to give than to receive, and Aaron's case is no different. The fact that he was able to bless the people with all his various service means that he was also incredibly blessed in return, both spiritually and more than likely, naturally as well. The rest of the chapter focuses on what portion of the people's offerings belonged to the priests and Levites, and what parts should be given back to God as the tithes of the tithe. These laws are simply provisions for the food and welfare of the priests and Levites, who were to not take part in the day-to-day gathering and production of food because of their continual service to God and the people. Because of their continual service to God and the people. And finally, the last thing that I'd like to point out is that the tribe of Levi, including Aaron and the line of the priests, were not to receive a physical inheritance in the land of Canaan when Israel finally took it. This is because God himself was to be their inheritance. To our carnal and materialistic minds, that seems like a really bad deal. And if all we're looking at is land, it is a bad deal. But that's not all we're looking at. The exact same thing is going on here that I mentioned in verse 7, but on a much bigger scale. Because of their mere position to God through their service to Him, the Levites wouldn't need flocks and herds and land like the other tribes were getting. God would be taking care of them directly, as well as providing the means for their relationship with God to be the best in all of Israel. If you look at it like that, the Levites were getting the best deal of all. And that's all I have for today. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments, feedback, or suggestions, leave them down below in the comments. And may God make you as Ephraim and Manasseh, to be fruitful where you are, and to forget the pain of your past. And the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you all soon with Numbers 19.